Hey everyone, it's been a while. I hope you're all doing well. Today I just wanted to offer some insight. I think today's topic isn't going to be the most encouraging thing, but it's really something that I've been learning from God the past couple months and especially this week about God's silence. So there's this verse in Psalms 13, verses 1 to 2. Where it goes, "How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I take counsel in my soul and have sorrow in my heart all the day?" So this is really almost like a lament where someone's crying out to God and all you kind of feel is like silence. Maybe you don't feel comforted. Maybe you feel a bit disappointed. I think God's silence can mean a lot of things, and some things that I've learned, I think personally with myself in the past couple months, is that even though I can come to God's feet every single day, pray, read the word, what he's showing me is just discipline and to follow him even through the mundane. I think for my friends, for them, sometimes they are crying out to God about a struggle in their life. And that silence, he can be silent, but it doesn't mean that he's not working. So I had a friend who was praying to God all week and she was feeling nothing. I remember seeing her on Thursday and you can just tell that she just looked so defeated. And she just felt like God wasn't there for her. And during the time that we met together, this was online, of course, we found out that during the week, actually, one of our other friends felt like God was prompting her to pray for this friend that was feeling down. And so it was really cool to see that, even though you might not be hearing God, maybe you don't really sense his presence, he's still working, he's still doing something. And I think for herself, she learned that during this time where she just felt like she wasn't hearing anything, God was teaching her this other lesson that she needed to learn, which is really about how in a relationship, it's a two-way street where you need that communication on both ends. I guess another thing with silence as well is, for myself, learning about God's silence is really, during these times, it's about having patience and growing patience and continuing to have that perseverance and that persistence to want to meet him. I think for myself personally, I used to live life pretty quickly, always doing something, always going somewhere, and, being locked up in your home and only being able to see a limited amount of people and even just working from home and all that, it just shows me that you really need to appreciate who God is, even in the boringness of life. And that I think especially as life goes on, you can still find joy in like the smallest things, even joy in like a sunny day when a sunny day finally comes, or experiencing joy in, like, I don't know, something good that you are going to have for dinner, or just even like for myself, like having my nephew around, just even seeing the growth in him and just this childlike attitude. It's like these little things that we often take for granted. I feel like maybe I'm going tangential here, but anyways, I know sometimes when you're feeling silence from God, maybe you're not feeling comforted in the way that you want to be comforted by him. I would just say that just continue to hang on, continue to meet him, because even if you might not be hearing from him right now, he's still there, he's still working, he still loves you. And if you think about like who God is and the relationship that we have with Jesus and all that he's done for us, the pain and the suffering and the heartache that he has gone through, I think it's only makes sense in life that we also face some of those same struggles. So yeah, not the most uplifting encouragement, but I hope that it's shed some light if anyone's feeling a bit dark or far away from God. See ya.
Good morning, Father's House. We're going to be singing Great Are You, Lord. If you guys want to open up your phones and sing along, that'd be awesome. You give life, you are love, you bring light to the darkness, you give hope, you restore every heart that is broken. Great are you, Lord, and it's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, we pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. Great are you, Lord. You give life, you are love, you bring light to the darkness, you give hope, you restore every heart that is broken. Great are you, Lord, and it's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, we pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, Great are you, Lord. Jesus, we praise your name this morning. We know it's hard this season. It's so hard to worship you, God. It's so hard to put all of our time aside to be intentional with you, God. But I pray that this morning may be intentional. And I pray that you use this time to just transform our hearts, Lord, to bring renewal, to bring refreshment, God. We love you and we praise you. And in everything we do, we glorify you, God. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen. Thanks, guys. See you guys next week.